Hello everyone, I'm Thomas and Friends Productions, and today the remake I will be doing from the Railway series will be Super Rescue. The two Diesels surveyed the shed. It's time, 701, said one, that we took this railway over. Shh, 1199. It's their railway, after all. Not for long, persisted 199. Our controller says steam engines spoil our image. Of course we do, snapped Duck. We show what frauds you are. Call yourselves engines. If anything happens, you care nothing for your train. You just moan for a fitter. We bring it home, if only on one cylinder. Nothing, boasted 199. Ever happens to us. We are reliable. Vulgar noises greeted this. How rude, said 199. You asked for it, said 7101. Now shut up. The next day, Henry was rolling home tender first. I'm a failed engine, he moaned. I lost my regulator. Driver says it's jammed wide open, and they can't mend it till I'm cool. However, he went on, I've got steam, and driver can reuse my reverser. But it would happen after Duck fooled me with those tenders. Now they'll laugh at me again. He reached the signal box and stopped, whistling for our road. Opposite the box on the up line stood Diesel 199 with a train of trucks. Worse and worse, thought Henry. Now all the reliable will laugh at me too. The signalman came out. For pity's sake, take this spam can away. It failed. The limited is behind, and all he does is wail for his fitter. Spam can, fumed 109. Stow it, snapped the signalman, or I'll take my tin opener to you. Now then, 199 subsided at this dreadful threat, and Henry pulled the train out of the way. The diesel didn't stop or help. It just sulked. The limited rushed by with a growl and a roar. Henry gave a chuckle. Look, Spam Can, there's your little pal. The diesel said nothing. He hoped 7101 hadn't noticed. 7101 hadn't noticed. He had troubles of his own. He was cross with his coaches. They seemed to be getting heavier. He roared at them, but that did no good. Engines have a pump called an ejector, which draws air out of the train's brake pipes to keep the brakes off. If it fails, air leaks into the brakes, and they come on, gently at first, and then harder and harder. 7101's ejector had failed. The brakes were already leaking on. While he had passed Henry, he struggled on for half a mile before he was brought to a standstill. Growling furiously, unable to move or hear a sound coming from him, or moving a wheel. Well, did you hear what the signalman said? I thought they'd be laughing at me, chuckled Henry. Now the joke's on them. Moving two dead diesel trains and their trains, said his driver thoughtfully. That's no joke for a failed engine. Do you know? Oh, you can do it. I'll have a try, said Henry with spirit. Anyway, 7101 is better than old Spam Can. He did try and shut him up last night. Come on then, said his driver. We mustn't keep the passengers waiting. Get moving, you! Henry puffed the sulky diesel into motion and started to get the rescue in motion. Henry gently buffered up to the express. While the two drivers talked, his fireman joined his front brake pipe to the coaches. It's better than we thought, Henry. The diesel can still pull if we keep the brakes off. So the only weight we'll have is Spamkin's goods. Whoosh, said Henry. That's a mercy. He was, by now, feeling rather puffed. Poop, poop, poop. Are you ready? Tooted 7101. Peep, peep, peep. Yes, I am, whistled Henry. So with 7101 growling in front, and Henry gamingly puffing in the middle, the long cavalcade set out for the big station. Donald and the Flying Scotsman were waiting. They cheered on Henry as he puffed past. He braked the coaches, thankfully. Spamcan and the tankers trailed far behind. The passengers buzzed out like angry bees, but the fat controller told them about Henry, so they forgot to be cross and thanked Henry instead. They called him an enterprising engine and took his photograph. They were thrilled, too, when the Flying Scotsman backed down onto their train. If the guard hadn't tactfully shooed them into their coaches, the train would have started later than ever. Donald took the goods, returned 199 to the other railway, ordered the fact and track. I will write my reviews later. Henry and 7101 went away together. I'm sorry about last night, ventured the diesel. That's all right. You did shut up, old reliable. And, said the diesel, ruefully, I made a fool of myself today, too. Rubbish! A failed injector could happen to anyone. I've lost my regulator. You? Failed? Exclaimed the diesel, and yet his voice trailed away in admiration. Well, said Henry. Emergency, you know. Trains must get through. 7101 said no more. He had a lot to think about. The end. This book was from Enterprising Engines from the Railway series by the Reverend W. Awdry. I do not own the copyright for this video.